Hello all my YouTube friends, this is John at Left Handed Models, and this is an update on my motorcycle group build, and essentially it's my final. After working on the paint, I went ahead and just started building, and once I started building I finished building, and I've got it decaled up the way I want it, and it's a really good kit. And the I've had it since probably the 1980s because it's a '83 version. The motorcycle group build, by the way, is for GI Mechanics and Jamie G's Scale Model Garage. And I'll go ahead and turn it around and show you a motorcycle. So I mentioned that I had bought this in probably the late 1980s or something, and it's the Yamaha YZR 500 put out by Tamiya, and I held off on building it because I had built this a little time before, and actually probably right after I bought the Yamaha. This is a Vincent Black Shadow, and it turned out to be a skill level 5 build, and it had all kinds of problems, or I did, and it looks really good for what it is because it's an old build now, but there are some things that aren't connected. The clutch isn't, because it was real fiddly. It was real small, and I'm pretty sure it's the same scale, 1/12. But I was reluctant to build the Yamaha because of this. So I wanted to show that to people because I build a little of everything, and so I wanted to make sure you do that. This bike comes with hoses. This is what's used for the water hose, and this is what I had left over from what they give you. So it's plenty of hose because I probably only used two pieces about that long. Oops, can't see it because the tire's in the way. So I had some left over, and then this is the line you use for clutch cables and brake lines and everything else, and there's a lot of that left over. And when I cut the pieces, I cut them 1 millimeter longer than what they recommended because of the Vincent. I knew I didn't want it to be tight. Now it comes with two stands, and I built the little black plastic one first so that I could put things together and not have it lay on its side. I still had trouble with this foot peg brake, these little pins that hold this side of the fairing on, and I think that was it. It's just from touching it while you're trying to build it. This stand is one you build up yourself out of a straight piece of metal, and it's supposed to go under the bike once you get the rider on it. And I suppose it's so that it shows it's a little less obtrusive, but I haven't figured out how to set it yet, so I'm just going to leave him sitting here ready to go. I did not paint the fairing, as you can see, because the engine is just beautiful. It's something that needs to be at least partially displayed. I probably could have left off the Marlboro stickers and the number 4 and not had any problem. The rider's quite a few pieces, and when I put him together, I put the legs together separately, the body, the arms, and painted his face. And thank heavens you can't see it very well because I did a wonderful job. It just looks like he's crying. And so when I put I put the body together, the legs and the torso, so I could get all the decals on, because you don't put the arms on until you set him down. Well, the thing was is that his legs are really tight against the bodywork when you try to put him on. And so that was a little iffy getting him to stretch over the, he's not glued down. And I don't think he needs to be. He's on there pretty good. The bike is a replica of the OW70, and Kenny Roberts, the rider, was one of the few people who could tame it enough to get it to win races. It was an unruly beast. If you can find sound bites of it, it is a screamer. 4-cylinder, 500 cc's, 888 horsepower, I'm sorry. And pretty much any video you see of him will be with the front wheel in the air. Pretty much he rode it that way just to keep it under control at all. I remember watching some of the races from back then, and there's some of them are available on YouTube, but I have not looked for them, so don't hold me to that. Anyway, it was the model is wonderful to build. The paint call outs are great. I did miss a paint call out. The back of the helmet right here is supposed to be black, and I didn't get that. But other than that, and the like I've said before many times, and I'll probably say it again, I hate two-tones. Actually, the bodywork turned out pretty good, but doing the, I painted everything white, taped it off, and then painted the red. But because of the creases in the pants, I could not get a decent stick with the tape to get it to conform. And so I had to go over it 3 times with my white. And see, I still missed this spot here, which I was thinking I could straighten it up, but it's going to be a different red because I don't have any of this red except in a spray can. I'm not going to decant it just for that. As long as you look at him from the side, probably from this side, then he's good to go. All the brake lines are there, the clutch line, and it goes, the clutch line and the tachometer lines go all the way back to the engine. This brake line, and I don't know if you can see that or not, the directions show it running outside of the swing arm, and I think it should go inside because otherwise it's sitting next to the exhaust pipe, and that would never work on a real bike. So I have never ridden one of these, nor do I want to after watching the races with it. But for him, I guess it was a fun ride. But it'll go up, it'll probably be sat next to the Vincent. That's, let's see, that's about 1982 down to the 1950. 35 years almost of technology, because the Vincent was pretty high technology for its time, and it was 1,000 cc's, 2-cylinder, and so each cylinder here is the equivalent of the whole motorcycle, the whole engine in the Yamaha. So that's my motorcycle group build. I was real happy with it, real happy with the kit. It's one of the few Tamiya kits I've ever built, and everything went together great. The wheels are one piece, tires slip over them with no problem. There was no problem getting any paint to stick. I did not have to strip any of the paint for any reason. I wish the bodywork were easily removable, because the pipes are just works of art and they're all hidden except, well, these aren't, but these are also. These actually, let's see, do the bottom ones cross over? Yes, the bottom ones cross over. So this is for the left front cylinder. And by the way, it's a square motorcycle, so it's essentially two-cylinder 250s in a V with the carburetors in between, and it's a two-stroke, which that's why the pipes are this way. They're tuned for the exhaust pulses to let the incoming charge come in easier. So thank you for watching. It was a pleasant build. If you would like, please subscribe. And I've got more content going. I think the next thing up is a little update on my Saturday night special. So thank you for watching.